a brand new suite for you, and it came out yesterday, and it's called the 15 Florets suite. And I'm going to show you this picture, but I don't know, it may not do it justice. You're going to see a package of designer paper. You're going to see two stamp sets. One is the framed florets. The other one is framed and festive, which you can use right now for the holidays. And then it has coordinating dies for the framed floret set. And then it has some embezzlements there at the bottom, some gold embezzlements or embellishments. All right, so I'm going to show you those, and you might want to see the project we're doing tonight. I'm unable to mail it because I'm going to be putting it together, and it's a box. But like I announced in the beginning, hang on to the end, and I'm giving away festive pearls. They are in non-orderable status, and I'm giving away 2 packs tonight, all right? So be sure to comment if you haven't commented yet, and hang on to the end. You've got to be here at the end to win these, and I'll pop them in the mail tomorrow when I head to the post office, okay? All right, I'll show you the projects, and then we'll go over the products, okay? I know the embezzlements are the best part, right, Carol? I'm sure everyone's wondering why we call them that. All right, so tonight's project is a box with a handle. All right, now this box is perfect for note cards and envelopes. It's perfect for a standard greeting card and envelope. All right, so anyway, this is what we're going to create. We're going to talk about these amazing dies, and there's that embellishment right there. Aren't they beautiful? They're called swirls, gold swirls. So yeah, hang out with me tonight and learn how to make this box, okay? By the way, look at the coordinating. This is actually not part of the suite. This is in our mini catalog, and it's available until the end of December. It's easy to tie, so y'all grab some of this ribbon, although I'm gonna tell you, I'm pretty sure it's a non-orderable status right now. All right, then I created a little gift tag to go with it, okay? So this can be for a birthday, and you can fill it with some goodies or note cards. And then I created the little note card to say happy birthday inside. And again, here are those embellishments. They are flat, Sue. Yeah, they're really nice. Whereas their pearls are rounded, you know, they're round. These are flat, so I think they'll be pretty easy for us to put those in the mail. And then I did the envelope flap for the 3x3 envelopes. All right, yay, Carol! So glad you ordered this suite. Good for you. All right, so let's go back. We are going. Thank you, Kisha. I'm so glad you like the 3D projects. I love boxes. And I'll tell you a secret, Kisha. I'm not that great with math, to be perfectly honest. I have to copy, you know, I have to go to Pinterest and copy everything because I can never figure out box dimensions if I want to create my own box. It's really hard. So anyway, okay. So this is the framed and festive, okay? Now, with this stamp set, it's perfect for the holidays. It is absolutely perfect for right now, as you can see by the greetings. This will be available while supplies last. All right. Hi, Lisa. All right. So this is available while supplies last. It's called Framed and Festive. And this one is a rubber mount stamp. Okay. All right. Now this one, the framed florets, along with the dies, will be in the 2023 mini catalog. Did you know that? So in January, you're going to see this in the catalog, okay? Now the designer paper is only available while supplies last. You will not see that in the mini, all right? So if you love the suite and you don't want to buy the suite all at one time, grab your holiday greetings and grab the designer paper. All right. Oh yes, that would be a great idea, Jean, to put some postage stamps in there. Absolutely. All right, so let's, we're gonna look at the dies for a few minutes. We looked at these yesterday during my Be Creative Tip Tuesday, and I've had a little more time to play with it now. And so, let's see. I'm gonna switch on over to my hand so you can see which dies are included. There is a die for this flower, and there's a die for this flower. There's also a die for this floral image, and there's a die for this and a die for this, and I think I'm correct. I don't have the dies over here in front of me. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Alice. So and it also comes with these dies. There is a die for this. Look at this beautiful piece, this lovely sprig. It is so, so pretty, isn't it? I love this. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And there are two other pieces here that don't have stamps, but you can cut them out, all right? So how many of you have this and you've already made a few projects with it? I'm gonna just straighten up my camera stand just a tad while we're getting ready here. Okay. So now let's talk about this piece right here. Did you notice the hearts on it? So let's see what that looks like. And I've cut things in a few colors. This is polished pink. So that's what that looks like. And then here it is in the night of navy. Isn't that pretty? Now, when you cut this out, you are also getting, no, actually you're not. You're not getting, nothing else will cut out of this. It just cuts the heart shape, okay? So that's that. Then, if you use this piece right here, the cardstock is polished pink and night of navy. Oh, Mossy Meadow for the leaves, Carol. Mossy Meadow. All right, look at this beautiful die. So when you cut this one out, all these dies layer, by the way. When you cut this out, you're cutting out two pieces, all right? This piece right here will cut out two pieces, okay? Now you can also take that oval and you can put it over here and layer with the hearts, all right? So, Lisa, don't feel bad. I've had this suite for 3 weeks and I opened it yesterday for the first time. I've just been busy with too many other things. Okay, so that's that one. And now we have this piece. All right, so that's pretty detailed. And so when you cut that one out, you're also going to get two pieces. All right, you get two pieces right here. And all of these ovals layer, which I love. And I am happy this is gonna carry over to the mini, because think about how long we get to play with this and use this and have it for, you know, to make cards with, right? So yeah, it'll be great for Valentine's Day. All right, so here's that smaller oval. Now I'm gonna layer again. All right, so there you go. So lots of layers, lots of combinations. Then you can take this, and I'm gonna change the color. You can put that there, that fits. And the reason I'm changing the color so much is so that you can see each shape and its layering, all right? So, I mean, there's so many possibilities. So many possibilities. Now I'm thinking, can we do this? I've never tried it, so let us look. Can we do this? No, that part is not really going to work for us unless we just decide to do hearts on one side, okay? Yay, Nancy, write down those ideas so that when your suite comes, you know exactly, you've got a plan of attack, okay? I have to do that, all right? Because I get so excited and then I've got to wait 8 days for the project to come or for the product to come. All right, so that's the layers. I absolutely love them. I think they're going to be great. Again, this is Mossy Meadow. There's also Balmy Blue. And let me see, what else? Evergreen. Also, evergreen is a great color for this. All right, so we'll start with their big project first, okay? And I've already forgotten something, and that's my paper trimmer. So I'm going to walk across the room and get that. You may want to grab a piece of paper and pen, and you can jot down these measurements, okay? So let me grab the trimmer. All right. So we'll get our box together. You know what? I tell you what, I'm going to do one other thing before we start. Oh, yes, definitely those little hearts that come out, that can be confetti, and you can put that in a shaker card. Absolutely. What we're going to do here is let's go on and build the panel. And that way, before we put the box together, we can put this panel on the front, okay? So let's do that. And now we need the ruler. Okay, got your pen and paper? Now, if you decide to make one of these, you know my rule. You have to send me a picture, okay? I must have a picture. Can't wait to see it. Hi, Terry. Carol says, is there an oval die in Stampin' Up's repertoire that's large enough to outline and cut out the hearts to make it a frame? That makes total sense, Carol. And I don't know that we have any ovals in the annual book, but wouldn't that, I'm gonna have to look through the annual book just to see if there's something else we could use to cut out that oval. There's got to be, I would think. So yeah, we gotta check that out. Good thinking. Okay, hi Lee. All right, let's do designer paper first, okay? So I chose this particular piece of designer paper because the flowers are smaller. There is also a print, and you might be able to see it here. There's a larger print, but honestly, with the size of the box, we need the smaller print, okay? Oh, so let's measure. It's going to be 5 1/8, and I'm going to warn you, I've got some really crazy measurements in here. All right, so 5 1/8, and then we're going to turn the cardstock, and it's 3 5/8. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take my Stampin' seal and go ahead, and we're going to attach it to polished pink, and I'll measure the polished pink for you in 1 second. We're going to center this, and you've got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So let's measure the cardstock. I know the paper, the DSP is stunning, stunning. Peggy, I'm so glad you're here and you're able to watch tonight. All right, so 5 1/4 inches, okay? And 3 3/4 inches. All right. Also, Carol, I would love to see us have more ovals, because I love the ovals. All right. Okay, so guess what? Before we put this box together, we are going to go ahead and we're going to cut this piece, okay? Now, I have a reason for doing it this way. We're going to be putting this panel on the box before we assemble the box. And so we need to get this cut. All right, so this is the piece that we are going to use, and it's Night of Navy cardstock. And I'm gonna need to zoom out for this. There we go. But I show you how easy it is to cut out. I mean, they just come out beautifully. Okay. Got my platforms all set up, 1, 2, and 3. I'm making a sandwich. If you are new to stamping, let me know because I can certainly explain those layers, okay? All right. And we'll see how this turns out. Ha-ha. All right, let me get my take your pick tool. And I'm gonna lift up on this. Look at this, how gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? I love it, and I'm so happy it's gonna carry over to the mini. That's our new mini that'll be coming out in January. All right, if you are a demonstrator, you'll get a preview of the mini in November, and then you can do your pre-order in December, okay? All right, so where are we? I've gotten discombobulated here. Here we go. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to attach this. So let me slowly zoom back in, and we're going to put some glue on this. Now you certainly could have used an adhesive sheet, okay? So of course that's a possibility as well, and y'all know I love those things. I can't believe I'm not using it. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Tombow. I'm going to do these 4 sides, okay? We'll get those done first. And you can do it in any order you want. You don't have to put the glue, you know, where I have my glue. I think I'll put a little bit there. I'll zoom in a little so you can see that maybe. And I think that'll be good enough. It will definitely stay. I know, it is so delicate and pretty, isn't it? Very, very pretty. All right. So now we're going to lay this right here. All right, and try and get it straight. And I think we about have it. Okay. Now I've gone ahead and I have cut some other ovals and things that fit, okay? So here's a white oval that I had cut, and this is the one that we're going to stamp on. And we're going to ink our stamp in Night of Navy. All right, here we go. And I'm going to use Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. And then I'm going to stamp that right in the center. Just like that. And I'm actually going to pop it up. I think that'll be super cool looking. So let me find my dimensionals. All right. This is what you need those leftover kit glue dots for. Oh, you're right, Louise. Yes, they would work. Oh, that's so cool, Nancy. The DSP reminds Nancy of one of her grandmother's aprons. Wow, what a special memory. It took you back, didn't it? What a special memory that is. All right, so I've popped that up, and I've also taken the time to cut this out in polished pink, okay, just to save us a little time. All right, let's see if I can get the mini dimensional on here. We'll put one there, there, and there. Okay. Yes, I decided to also pop this up, okay? I love the font in the stamp sets. I think it's really neat. I really like different fonts. All right, here we go. We're just gonna attach this right here, okay? There we go. Now let's go ahead and we'll add the embezzlements, all right? These are called gold adhesive back swirls. I almost said squirrels. Oh gosh. All right, and so what I'm gonna do is I'll put one about here, and I'll put one there, and one's gonna go about right here, okay? And then I am going to go ahead and add the ribbon. So I would recommend, if you're creating a box, do the panel for it first, okay? Melissa, we are happy to have you, even if you're late. It does not matter. But stay till the end, because we're giving away festive pearls, okay? All right. I think that'll work. And I'm going to cut that. Oh, we need a glue dot. And I just saw my glue dots. Here they are. And I'll put that right there. And I kind of like to put this on an angle. Okay. And then I can work with my bow a little more. And there we go. All right, so that part is done. I'll zoom in so you can get a nice, good look at that. And that's going to be the panel for the box, okay? Rosemary, you are correct. I never thought about it, but it does look like a mirror. Absolutely, did not even think about that. Okay, so we're gonna set this aside now, okay, and work on the box. And this is where your pen and paper come in handy, so you can jot down some measurements. And so you can make one if you already have this suite or the paper. Okay, so the first thing is, we want our cardstock to be 8.5 by 9.5, okay? Now, we already know that one side is 8.5, and that's this side right here. All right. Becky, that happens to me too. I get the DSP, and it's like, do I have to cut it? Do I have to use it? All right, we're gonna rotate the cardstock to the 11-inch side because we're gonna cut this at 9.5. So measurements are 8.5 by 9.5, okay? All righty. Okay, well, Peggy, this is gonna be the perfect box for your granddaughter's graduation card, okay? You can fill it up with some goodies and make a card to go with it. Good idea. Okay, I'm on the 8.5-inch side, and I want to score at 1.5 inches. All right, and I'll try and zoom in. There we go. There's 1.5 right there. So 1.5 it is, and we're going to score. And then I'm going to score again at 7 inches. So I'm sliding my cardstock over to the number 7. And I have scored that at 7 inches. Now I'm going to rotate the cardstock to the 9.5-inch side. And I'm going to score at 4. And I'm going to score again at 5.5. All right, so your measurements on your 9.5-inch side, score at 4 inches and 5.5. Okay. And then we're done. That's all it is, okay? So zoom out a little bit. And I'm gonna fold these score lines so you can kind of see where I'm cutting, because this is dark cardstock. Okay, so there is, and I bet you can't see it either. Okay, so now you can see it. This is a score line, and these are score lines. And so we are going to cut right up to that very first score line, okay? Denise says, can you buy the PDF on these projects? Oh my gosh, well Denise, tonight it's free. Of course, we don't have a PDF, but tonight it's free, the instructions. Now, I will tell you this, either today or tomorrow, I will make a post on Facebook that says the edited version of the video, supply list and measurements are over on my blog, and you'll be able to go over there and also get your measurements and have the video tutorial there as well, okay? Alrighty, so now we can fold all our score lines. This is a really simple box. And the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to put the panel on, okay? So I'm going to flip this over. And maybe I should have waited to put that bow on before, but you know what? My Stampin' Seal's working, so it's not a problem. Okay. So now I am going to center this. And I'm centering it between the score lines, okay? So it's between the score lines. And I know that's hard for you to see because of the color of paper. Now what we're gonna do is, this is the front of the box. So we're going to put tear and tape here and here, okay? All right. And that's, I think, pretty much all the tear and tape you need. How easy is that? It's a real easy box to put together. Okay. And again, this is the front panel. And so the tear and tape goes here and here, okay? And let's see. Now I'm going to peel off the tear and tape. Flaps go in first, okay? Then you're going to sit your box, stand it up, and you're going to attach it, okay? We're going to do the same over here. The flap goes in first, then this piece, and then we just close it, all right? Just like that. And that is your box. Now with the original one, you're gonna notice that I've created a handle to go with it. And I used the embellishments as kind of like a button or something that's holding the strap, although it's not holding the strap at all, okay? Yeah, super easy box. Okay. Now, you're going to want some Night of Navy cardstock and designer paper. This is for the strap. So let's measure the Night of Navy. That is approximately 1 inch. And then this, by the way, is 11 inches, okay? All right. And now this piece right here is 3/4 of an inch by 11 inches. Okay, right now it's 12. We're going to trim it in a minute. Okay, Margaret, I know you can make this box. Absolutely. All right, so this is what we're going to do. This is really important, okay? We need to curl the cardstock and designer paper. Because when we do that, we're breaking up the fibers in the paper, and look what happens. We get a handle, okay? So I'm going to flatten it back out. And I'm going to use snail, although, you know, I could really use the Tombow glue as well. By the way, it's really important for you to curl both pieces before you add the designer paper to the cardstock. Okay, super important. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and run some snail. And yes, I could use the Tombow liquid glue if I wanted. That's also an option. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this designer paper right in the center. Okay. All right. I think that'll take care of it. Now look, this is a 12-inch piece of designer paper. And so I am just going to trim. Okay? And now we have our handle. And again, we can take the bone folder now and we can do that again. Okay? Just remember to curl your cardstock and designer paper before attaching the two together. Okay, let's go back to some tear and tape. And let's see, actually, believe it or not, it goes on the outside of the handle. All right, and I'm gonna add another piece, just kind of wanna reinforce that, okay? Oops. And I'm just gonna trim that. All right, so everybody got that? Just reinforcing the handle so it'll stay on the box. And we're gonna add again. And add again. All right, now we're going to peel it off. And it looks like I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I've peeled it off. Okay, I know it's hard for you to see. And then I am going to just add it, just put it inside the box. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna do. Now this is when I can add the embellishment to make it look like the embellishment is holding the strap in there. Isn't that cool? So now we're gonna go over to the other side and we're going to peel this off. Sometimes it's real easy to lift that paper and other times it isn't. Hang on, I'm trying to get the paper off here. The struggle is real. There we go. All right, and now I'm ready to insert this inside the box. Okay, just like that. And I just kind of center it. Again, I'm gonna take another embellishment and put it right here. Whoops. Right there. Okay, and now I have my box all made. Okay, so there it is. So now you see why I did the panel first, put it on the cardstock before I formed it into a box, okay? So that's the little tote. I have some birthdays coming up in November in our family, so these are going to be perfect for that. Now we're going to create this little card to go with it, okay? So let's see here. I am looking for my card. Here it is, right over here. So this card right here measures 6 inches and 3 inches, okay? So it's a 3 by 6 inch card. And then you're gonna notice that I am scoring it at 3 inches. And when I fold it over, I have a note card, okay? Now this Night of Navy is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. All right. And then your designer paper. Hope I'm not going too fast. This is 2 5/8. So I'll definitely slow down so you can see that measurement. 2 5/8. 2 5/8. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. And we're going to center this. Just like that. And then I'm actually going to pop up this little layer. And I'm popping it up on that 3x3 card base. Okay. And I think I'll do it on this side. And I think that will work. Now, there's some wonderful sentiments in the stamp set. And I am going to use Celebrate, okay? That's what I'm going to use with that. So here is Celebrate. And let's find some polished pink ink. Now, polished pink will retire the end of April, okay? This is an end color, and it's been out for a bit now, and it will retire the end of April, right before the new annual catalog. Okay, by the way, this banner, the stitched banner, is from Stylish Shapes, which I use those dies all the time, and it's in the annual catalog, okay? All right, so we're gonna pop this up as well. I know y'all are surprised that I'm just using all these dimensionals. All right. And let's see, we'll go ahead. I will center this one. I didn't do that on the last one, but I think maybe I'll center it on this one. Going across. And that's crooked. And that's better. You'll notice how I kind of offset this one. And this one I'm putting over the whole thing. Okay? I like polished pink too. This always happens. Like I get my favorite colors and then they retire on me. And it makes me sad. All right. So we're going to put an embezzlement there. I really love these swirls. Oh my gosh. Buy a few packs of these. I need more than this. All right. So that's our card that's going to go with the gift box, okay? And now we're going to take our 3x3 envelope. We do sell these, and they're in the annual catalog. It's an awesome pink. It really is. Okay, we're going to do the flap on the envelope because that's always so fun to do. I am just putting adhesive on the flap, okay? Not anywhere else on the card. And this is where you can use your scraps. I didn't have any scraps, so I am using this. And then you just trim all the way around that flap. Is so easy, and it makes such a difference, doesn't it? Really dresses it up. And so this is the card, this is the envelope right here.